To As the Crow Flies podcast. Welcome to As the Crow Flies podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the most incredible podcaster of them all, Mr. T. Crow. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention he's very, very handsome.
Oh, yeah. Greetings and salutations, my good people. And welcome to another exciting and stimulating episode of As the Crow Flies podcast. I'm solo tonight due to some scheduling conflicts. My partners couldn't be here. But I'm here tonight, and you can catch me on iHeart, Spotify, Spreaker, Facebook, or YouTube, people. You'll see me, because I see you. Well, I don't see you, but you know what I'm saying. But hey, listen, my partners couldn't be here tonight. Like I say, we're going to do it because I got to deliver. I'm like the mailman, like or Magic Johnson. I got to get this, baby. So I'm going to deliver. First things first, a lot of things we're going to talk about. It probably won't be an hour-long show, maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. We're going to talk about some things that's pretty exciting and things going on in the news that kind of got me twisted, and I bet it has you twisted as well. First and foremost, happy Wednesday to you people. Oh, is that my man E.T.? E.T., got a great cigar here for you. He's supposed to be here, but you keep bullshitting. Oh, yeah. And before I get started, people, I want to let you know tomorrow between 8:30, we got a special guest coming on the show, Nikki Lawson. She just did her first stand-up comedy routine in years, and hey, man, she got 3rd out of 15. Awesome job for Nikki, man. Listen, give it up for her, and I hope you guys tune in tomorrow because Nikki's going to be here a guest. She's going to be sitting right here next to T. Crow, and we're going to chop it up. That's family, man. Listen, we're going to do it. We're going to do it big. You know how we do. And she's going to lay it down for you, let you guys know where you can see her and get to see her act. And listen, from what everyone was saying, it was she did a great job. Great job. And all right, but first and foremost on my mind, I want to talk about Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, Nelly, and Soulja Boy at the Crypto Ball. You want to call it inaugural celebration for President Trump? Man, listen. I know a lot of you guys aren't going to like what I got to say. Oh, Paul, we're going to talk about the Buckeyes, too. We're going to talk about the Buckeyes, Paul. I see you. We're talking about the Buckeyes. And promise goes out to the Buckeyes. Salute to Ohio State Buckeyes. You heard it here first. You're national champs. But you didn't beat us. But you are the national champs. And I'm not upset at that. We kept it in the Big Ten for 2 straight years. Hell with the SEC. But back to what I'm about to say about the Trump inaugural and, Snoop and all these guys performing. Man, black people, man, listen. You got to understand some things. I get it. I'm black. I'm going to take a page from Nelly because Willie D was going in and he said, like, how you like performing for a white supremacist, right? And Nelly was like, when did Trump ever say or any do everything that he's a white supremacist, right? And so Nelly broke it down like, Kamala Harris never asked us to perform. Joe Biden never asked us to perform. Obama, he went down the list. And I'm like, he's right. They never asked. Soulja Boy, if all y'all didn't see Soulja Boy, Google Soulja Boy rant. I can't even talk about it even on these airwaves. He went deep, and he went real deep. There's Nikki right there, like I just spoke about her. She's going to be here tomorrow, people, and we're going to do it big. But Soulja Boy went deep, right? But Nelly was very eloquent about how he went about it. What's up, brother Mike? Man, hey, this is Olivia. Excuse me, people. You know, when I'm by myself, I talk to the audience. So if you got any questions or whatever, put them out there. I'll answer. This Olivia. It's real nice, man. Real nice, brother Mike. But Nelly was like, when did Trump ever say he was a white supremacist? But here's the thing. Didn't Biden go on a black show and tell a black audience, if you don't vote for me, you're not black? That's telling black people what to do. Oh, we live tomorrow. They're right, Nikki. But that right there is telling people what to do. And then Biden, in the mid-'80s, he proposed a crime bill. It got passed in the 90s. That, I talked about this before. I'm just quoting Nelly right now. If you got caught like 5 ounces of crack or more, you got to do mandatory 5 years. That tore apart hoods, and like Nelly said, we all know somebody who got affected by that crime bill. And we all know somebody, well, we don't know somebody, but people in California know someone who Kamala Harris persecuted, rightfully or wrongfully. So you want to talk about white supremacists? Well, and then some people say, well, what about when Trump didn't let black people of color live in his houses? This is not me, people. I'm quoting Nelly. He said, damn, are we going to stick to that script? This was in the 80s, which is 40 plus years ago. He said, can a man change? Black people are written from me now. And he told Willie D, if we were held to the same standards that we were 40 years ago, where would we be? He goes, if we could change, maybe he could change. Who knows? I don't know. But what I'm telling people is this. If you don't like Trump, I get it. But like I've always said, and a lot of people call me a Trump lover. I don't love Trump. I just can't stand the Democrats. And we'll talk about that on another topic, another podcast, excuse me. But because I don't like the way the Democrats have done our people. Man, listen, they fucked us every which way but sideways, man. And y'all still don't want to look at it. But I'm going to tell you, it's wrong. And like they said, they slammed the door in Ice Cube's face when he had a proposal for black people. Slammed the door in his face. At least Trump and the other Republicans listened to him. Whether they did anything about it or not, at least they listened. Think about this. Biden got that crime bill. Biden did this and that. I don't understand it. But listen, everyone has their own validation. Everyone has their own opinion. So whatever you want to do, you do it and you stick with it. It's your opinion. But what I want to tell you something is, be fair. Because if you're not fair, you're just as bad as other races out there. Be fair and listen to both sides. And that's what, listen, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. But if I had to choose, I would probably go with the conservatives. I'm not rich. Neither are most of them. The Democrats are the rich ones now. Look at California. Look at what they're doing out there. People have been migrating from California for the last 8 to 10 years, and it's been it's a liberal state. If California was a nation in the world, 6th richest in the world, those people are going to get, and that's what they've done to our people. Give us nothing. The same speech I played last in 2022 was the same speech someone said, a different Democrat said in 1967. 50-some years, people. 55 to be exact. We have to do better, and we have to stop buying into these narratives and stop buying into the media outlets and stop listening to what everyone says. You ain't got to listen to what I say. Do your research. If you do your research, you'll come up with your own conclusion and you'll be like, damn, And like I told my uncle years ago, I was young. I was like, it was when the first Bush got elected, George W. Not his daddy. So I'm going to say that was what? 98? Was that 98? No. 2000. It was 2000. And I told my uncle, it ain't going to be worth it, man. I didn't vote that year. He got mad at me. I said, you already know what it is. Everybody wanted Al Gore, right? And Al Gore didn't stand a chance. I don't know why. I thought Al Gore should have won. He came down to Florida. Remember that? Came to the Florida. Governor Jeb Bush. His family's there. Hey, that's how it's ran. It ain't about what's fair. It ain't about what's right, what's wrong. And you guys better get on board with this. That's why we're left behind. And instead of sitting around worrying about the Democrats and Republicans, we need to be spending our money with each other. We need to be investing in one another, which we don't. We don't. But you want to bitch complain. That's number one of the problem. We have for 14% of the population, we have the highest spending power in America. Make it make sense. Make that make sense. We're 14%. Then you got to take away the prisons. You got to take away the toddlers and the elderly. So 8 to 9% of the people are the strongest in this country because we don't spend our money with ourselves. We spend it elsewhere, and it goes. As soon as we get it, it leaves. Blame us. Stop blaming everyone else until we get together and still rally behind one another. Blame everyone else. That's all you're going to do, but you need to look in the mirror and say, you know what? What can I do for my people? What can I do? I don't care if you're with a white man. I don't care if you're with a white woman. Yeah, my wife's white. Who gives a fuck? What can you do? That's all it is. What can you do? But I digress, and we're gonna move on to the next topic. Hey, people, this is hilarious. What's not hilarious, but it's kind of it's serious, but it's crazy. You know, Donald Trump pardoned all those January 6th looters and rioters. And I want to know, I wish we had a call in or you guys would comment about how you feel about that, because I feel a certain way about it my damn self. Ryan Moss, my guy. Ryan Moss used to hang out with me when we were young. We was going to beat up people together. My God. Ryan Moss, we go beat people up together. Red pickup truck. Remember that, Moss? Anyway, I'm just talking shit, people. You know me. I'm feeling good by myself. I don't got to stick to the script. I'm by myself. But seriously, how do you feel about the looters getting pardoned by President Trump? How does that make you guys feel? I have certain things to say about it, and I'll wait to see if you guys say anything. If you don't, I'll let you know how I feel about it. Damn, that's sweet. Damn, my coffee too sweet. Wow. All right, so no one will say anything. I'm going to tell you what I feel about it. In a way, you think it's bullshit, Ryan? I'm going to tell you a little secret, Ryan. In a way, you're right because of the morality of it, but in the logistics of it, you're wrong. Because America was built upon that. You understand? America was built upon standing up to the power that does you wrong if you feel that way. The Boston Tea Party, the English. We overthrew the Tea Party. We overthrew that's when Paul Revere, George Washington, Benjamin Banneker, all them people, they fought the British. And the British was the rulers of America back then. And they did the same thing. Why? They're getting done wrong. Taxation without representation. And what do you think's happening now? It just so happens they went about it the wrong way. They were on the right path with the wrong train. That's my opinion. But what pisses me off most about that is that I couldn't do that. My people couldn't do that. Would have been slaughtered right there in the goddamn line. Ain't no way we could have saw some police officers ran to the Capitol building, writing my name on the walls, T. Crow for president or whatever, just defacing all kinds of. Man, they'd have slaughtered our black asses like a motherfucker. But I listen. If they're going to do a force, let them do a force, because if we live in this type of world where it's corrupt and the corruption's right in your face, if I get that, right, and that's my point too. But guess what? Let them do it for us. You understand? And they did it for us. You know what I mean? They did it for us. So we live in a world that's corrupt, right? The government's corrupt. Police officers are corrupt. Your neighborhoods are corrupt. And the reason being is because God's not anywhere present, right? They've taken God out of the equation. You know what? You can practice your own religion, but you better practice it and don't come from confines of your own church, your own home. Don't bring that shit out there. No way. We don't want to see that shit. That's what they're saying. And we got to get away from that. We give more. Now, I don't want anyone to take this wrong way and come at me and look at me like I'm that dude. I'm just speaking what I see, and I'm speaking the truth. A lot of people, how can I word this to be politically correct? A lot of people get less representation and less backing from the governments and police and the people because they're not gay. I don't know how to say this. They're not of one of these alphabets. And this is the reason I think the Democrats got swept. I think the Democrats lost everything because they're pushing that agenda that far that way left. You know what I mean? Oh, Ryan, this is Dominican. Lovely, man. I'm sorry, people. I told you I'm gonna answer questions today. Ryan, do you ever want to come smoke a cigar? I got humidors all over the place. You can have one. I'll at your boy. I'll at me, fam. We ain't gonna go beat nobody up this time. That's my guy right there, people. But back to what I'm saying. All across the world, man, is corrupt. And it's because we have taken God out of the equation. And guess what? You can't put God back in the equation by beating it into people. You're like the missionaries and the crusades and all that. Most religions, if you believe in God, it should be at peace. But, hey, I digress. They're not. And so here we are. We're stuck in the middle. We're working class people. We do the tithes. We do the dirty work. And everybody eats off us. The rich, they get richer off us. And the poor, they get the cuts. They get the slabs. Everything left off that the government takes from us in taxes. Your dollar gets taxed 6 times before you spend that damn thing. Go get taxed from work. Government, federal, that's federal. Then you got local, you got state. Then you got you don't pay for gas, you pay for groceries or whatever, you pay for goods. You're getting taxed 6 times before that dollar even comes home. That's taxation without representation. You understand me? So when they went and looted on January 6th, that's what it was basically about. That's one of the reasons. Then the other one was the election. They thought the election was a fraud. I don't know. I didn't count the goddamn votes. You know what I mean? I didn't count the votes. So I don't know. But did Trump incite that? I do believe he did. I do believe he did. I do believe he did. But does that make him like somebody we don't want in office? I don't know. That remains to be seen how the country's being ran. I just know that last regime, whether you're Democrat or not, you have to be truthful with yourself and look yourself in the eye and be like, are you satisfied with that? No, we're not. And if Trump does bad, you know what, people? I'm the first one that's going to come on here and say he fucked up. He fucked up. But when you look at what happened in the previous, well, you got to think about this. Out of the last 16 years, the Democrats have been in power for 12 of them. And we're living in a twilight zone, darling. We're living in some kind of zone. But what I'm saying is this. 12 of the last 16 years, the Democrats have been in power. And that means that we're in a fucked up position. And everyone says that the Republicans have fucked up the country with only 4 years. That tells you how weak the Democratic Party is there. There's no way you should let someone come in. If I got a hold of something for 12 years and you got 4 years of it, I still got a little control. So I don't know if you can hear about that. I don't know how that works. Reverting back to the good old days, I don't believe that. It seems like that, but I don't believe that. You can't go back to that way. You can't. Now, and I'll explain that to you. You can't. It's too late. What we're reverting to, if there's any good old days, it's going to be the wild, wild west. Where, to each his own and people are going to come looting for you. That's if we revert back to the good old days, Darlene. But I don't think it's not going to be slavery, any of that kind of bullshit. We're already slaves, if you think about it. Just organize. They tell you when you go to work. They tell you when to wake up. They tell you when you go to work. They tell you when you get your breaks. They tell you how you're going to live. You just don't live on a plantation, but guess what? We know what job you do, you can afford this kind of house. You understand? You can afford this kind of car. And guess what? Your ass better be back here at this allotted time. If not, we'll cut your ass and fire you. And guess what? All that shit you got, we'll take it back. So we're still living in slavery time. You know what I mean? It's still slavery, but it's organized. And I feel sorry for the poor bastards in the prisons. And yeah. Prices are up. Prices are high as hell. Being high. Anytime you go get a bowl of grapes, and you got to pay $7 for something that God planted right here, it's like tomatoes. You shouldn't have to pay for that. And that's why I say, listen, if you own your own house, own land, even if you're rich, plant your own garden. There's ways to beat this shit, people. It's very simple. Do for self. You don't have to have the government do for you. You don't have to buy shit from them. Do for self. If you do for self, I guarantee you, you will be better off. But it takes a little work. You got to plow the land. You got to dig it up and plant seeds and shit. But I guarantee you with this new law, watch how many motherfuckers grow marijuana in their backyards. How much weed's going to be grown next year? I don't need to smoke weed, but I'm going to grow some. Why? I'm going to store that shit so when I can smoke, put that shit in the freezer. Freeze lock bags. I'm going to grow it just to get, so when I do can smoke, I'm going to get good. But when I do get, I'll give most of it away. That's what I do. I give shit away. Listen, a wise man told me, he celebrated around the city. God rest his soul. His son just popped up on Stephen Ackerman's dad. Mr. Lee Ackerman told me, the best thing you can do for people is to give them and give them knowledge. But give. Whatever you can give to them, he said give. Because you don't need it. That's what he told me. I'm a young dude listening to this wise man. That's why I'm the way I am. I have a dad around. He kind of raised me. He raised the whole neighborhood. And that's why you see Kenny, who I hear, and all the guys I hear be doing good things, because he guided us down that path. Like, man, listen, I would sit there and talk. He's like, you know what? When you see people doing wrong, and they give them knowledge. When you see someone hungry, give them food. See someone thirsty, give them something to drink. That's giving. But then Muhammad Ali said the same thing, but in a different term. Because you don't get into heaven by thinking you're doing this or that or being a good person. He said you get in heaven by the tokens you collect. And the tokens you collect is like how well you treated God's people. And Muhammad Ali said, we're all God's people. What did you do to make their lives better? See, we're all out here worried about the wrong shit. We're worried about Puff Daddy. We're worried about the president. We're worried about Snoop Dogg performing. We're worried about the wrong things. Why not give? And listen, the more you give, the more you get back, because everything comes back to you. Man, listen, we're going nowhere fast because we lost that. Everybody wants to stack paper, right? What the fuck you gonna do with the paper? You still, listen, if you're not lifting your neighborhood and you're still living in that same old crappy house, what are you doing it for? What the hell are you doing? You're living to die, man. You're not living to help anyone else out. You're living to die. Cut it out. Cut it out. You're faking your own self out. Why are you living to stack up and then get this car, get these shoes, $700, $800, $1,000 Fendi jeans? Who the fuck needs to wear jeans that cost $1,000? You know why? Because people want to talk about, like I said, Trump. You want to talk about Snoop. Nah, motherfuckers, you don't need to wear that shit. That slave mentality. You want to be the best slave that master can see. You want to be the cleanest, the biggest, the strongest slave so master can bring you in that house. Motherfucker, take them $1,000 jeans off. They laughing at you when you buy them. They're the same $35, $40 jeans that Levi's are. They cut a couple holes in them, put a couple fake ass stones in them. Now you're buying. Oh man, listen, I get it. I was young once, right? But I wasn't dumb because this is where, as a people, as a community, as a nation, what we're missing. We're missing wise people to talk and teach the young, right? Where are they? You know where the wise people are? They're us now. And we're still out here trying to do what we did when we were young. Think about it. Look at our age. Think about your age. We should be the wise people in the village now. We have to teach the young. Whether they listen to us or not, hey, listen, I'm out here preaching to them. Nah, don't do that. I did that. You don't have to do that. No. Don't go down that road. I did that. Oh, no way. You know what? That's where everything is messed up. It's because there's no wise people in the village anymore. And the wise people are us. We're supposed to spread this knowledge down. Like I have my grandson with me today. I'm talking to him. I'm teaching him. You know, I ain't buying you this. No, Nina buys you that. I don't care. I ain't buying you that. You don't need that. You don't even play with the shit you got now. But you know what? We live in that the pacifying nation. That's what we do. Anytime somebody squeals, here, take that. So somebody cries, take that. Go ahead. That crying don't bother me. You're supposed to cry. What strengthens your lungs? What strengthens your breathing system? Crying. It's a good thing sometimes. And you ain't got to cry all the time. But listen, when you cry, sometimes it's a good thing. And sometimes you need to cry from good old ass whooping, which people don't get anymore. We're the fault of this shit going on in the world. And until we take responsibility for it, it's going to continue. So don't look at Trump. Don't look at fucking Snoop performing. Don't look at P. Diddy. And them motherfuckers, listen, they knew better than what they were doing. I ain't talking about Snoop and them, man. Listen, Trump wasn't even there when they performed. You gonna pay me that kind of money? They paid them that kind of money to perform, and that's like that's their job. Do it. Do your job. And everybody said, "Oh, they're selling out." Motherfucker, you sell it every time you go to work. Then your boss could be. It's the thing about the KKK. You never know who they are. You don't know who the supremacists are. You don't know who white supremacists are. They wear suit and ties now, man. You don't know who they are. They could be your boss at work, and you go to work every day. And guess what? I went to work. I made an honest living. Well, don't get mad at Snoop for making an honest living. Don't. Won't hear that. Now, you want to talk morals? We can talk morals. We can talk about this, that. But until you stand up and say, this is what I'm doing, I don't want to hear nothing from you. I don't want to hear nothing from you. I don't want to hear nothing from you. Listen, good always defeats evil, right? We know that. So whatever they're doing, they're going to do it. So listen, Trump's in office. It is what it is. And the January 6th looters are being freed. It is what it is. But let me ask you a question. How many times did anyone bitch about Biden letting Hunter Biden off the hook? This motherfucker stole a lot of money, did this, that, and the third. He's criminal. He got a pardon. I don't want to hear that shit. Let it go. Hey, listen. Instead of crying about that shit, see how you can defeat that and become part of it. This is where we live. Oh, yeah. I got another funny thing to talk about. The Elon Musk salute. Hey, man. So why are we tripping over the Elon Musk salute? I mean, why are we tripping over Elon Musk salute? They said it's Nazi. Is it? I'm just reading some comments right now. That's all. I'm just saying, so listen. My bad, people. I just like to read some of the comments. But Elon Musk. Everybody's tripping that saying he threw out the what? Hitler salute. Listen, this motherfucker ain't even American. Y'all do know that, right? He's really not American. Now he might have got his citizenship, but he's not a true American. Where's his mom from? She was that old white lady that was a model, and his dad was a rich miner. Dude come from money, man. From South Africa, some other European nation. This motherfucker ain't American. He moved over here, and he might have got his citizenship. Who cares? And I sent somebody a picture of Elon Musk, not Elon Musk. I'll take that back. Of some liberals throwing up that same symbol. Listen, I keep trying to tell y'all, man. This is the classic saying that it's two wings, one bird. Now, I don't know if the wings are collaborating. You tell me. But it's one bird. And for all y'all to get upset and want to always point out, well, look what the liberals are doing. Look what the conservatives are doing. Why is that the big issue? All you guys are doing is tattletelling, man. Listen, let's get on your horse, and I get on my horse. And while these motherfuckers is fighting, let's go get ours. Let's go plot our plan. We don't need them. That's the problem. They got y'all thinking we do. There's more of us than there is of them. There's way more of us. man, listen, I'm not gonna get too deep because these motherfuckers have shut me down. I've already been shut down like 20 times but I'm preaching to the choir because no one wants to listen to me. Whenever y'all want to get serious and take life serious and take this whole shit serious, let me know. I'll leave it at that. Let me know. That's why if you want to make it big in this world, well, in this country, want to make it big, kiss ass. Kiss ass. That'll give you a job. Kiss ass. You never make it to the top because you're not born rich and you're not included in that system, in that part, in that group. But kiss enough ass, you'll get it. What are they selling now? They're selling looks. And you motherfuckers are going crazy over it. Oh my God. They're selling looks. We got Ozempic. We got fake teeth. Listen, I got to get some teeth fixed. But I'm going to my dentist. I'm not getting those damn, what's what call it? What do they call it? Veneers. No, I don't want that. I'm going to get my real teeth put back in and shit. They're selling you this shit. I got to go back tomorrow and get my mold made for my teeth. Man, listen, I'm not doing that bullshit because I don't believe in that. I need to lose weight. I ain't taking no damn shot. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Take my fat ass in the gym. Do it the right way. And I heard people losing arms and limbs fucking with that Ozempic. I don't know. Just what I heard. I got to wait to do my research, so don't quote me. But I just need you people, man, to come alive and stop being sheep. Don't listen. What did your teachers tell you in school? This is the one thing no one ever paid attention to when you're taking a test. Eyes on your own paper. Eyes on your own shit. That is the most important lesson I got from school. Not who's the first president. Not who's sold the American flag. Not who wrote the national anthem. Fuck all that. Eyes on your own work. Don't look at them. Don't the hell with them. Their work is their work. Your work is your work. Figure your lane out. And if those want to cheat, they get caught. I ain't saying don't take Ozempic. Now, some people do need it. Some people need that shit, but everyone doesn't. There's a lot of people who don't need it. They look good the way they are. You know what? It's vanity. Well, then they're going to spend on that, and now they're going to get their hair done. They're going to get their teeth done. They're going to get, plastic surgery done. Like I told somebody, I said, man, you're going to spent $250,000 to impress who? Oh, shit, your neighbor. And you ain't even fucking them. I excuse my language, people, but you're not. You're sitting there impressing people that you go to work to see. You're impressing people that you go to the grocery stores to see. Why? Do you really care? I don't. Listen, I don't care. Because it's not going to put food on your table. It's not going to put heat in this Arctic tundra that America's under right now. You guys got to wake up, man. And listen, I hope my old fat ass can help wake you up. Because if I can, I'm going to do it. And like I said, I'm working back out. So this summer, I'm going to be as fat. And I'm saying, listen, I did not take that shot. So I'm going to have all my limbs. Now, whether it's taking limbs or not, I don't know. Like I said, do not quote me on that, people. Please, I just heard that, and I got to do some research on that, and I will do that. Man, it's just a crazy world that we're living in. Oh, my bad. Crazy world we're living in, and yeah. Oh shit, I got it. And we're just a part of it, but don't get indulged. Well, hell's bells. We got one more thing to talk about before I hang it up. And I really don't even want to talk about it. But I live in Ohio. Most of you watch me live in Ohio, and I get it. But Jesus Christ. Ohio State snuck in and they won a national championship. And I gotta take my hat and tip my hat to them. They did. Listen, Michigan, didn't we lay out the blueprint to beat them? Notre Dame had it, but they got outsmarted. They got outcoached. There's no way you leave that damn receiver alone with a corner with no safety help on 3rd and 11. I'm calling a timeout. Nope. No, hell no. We doubling him. If we don't double anybody else on 3rd and 11, we doubling him. Man, listen. Oh my God. Listen. I'm not even Irish. I'm not even Catholic. But hell, my name was Old Crow. Terrence Old Crow that day. With an apostrophe. I didn't want Ohio State to win. Old Crow. And guess what? Got beat. It's out coach. That's what you call that. The boys played their hearts out. They came back and made a game of it. It's got out coached. It is what it is. That defense coordinator thought he could do that, but you couldn't. So I'm giving my props off to Ohio State. National champions, man. And once again, the Big Ten is represented. You know, I'm a Michigan fan, go blue. We won it last year. Ohio State won this year. And we beat Ohio State this year, so kind of bittersweet for me. But guess what? We'll be back next year. And like I said, you can catch me on Spotify, iHeart. That's if you're driving and just want to listen to the podcast. I got a whole lot on there. Check us out, people. We're good. Tonight I'm by myself. Normally I got my guest, Anthony Scott Dover, and then we picked up Nikki Jean. She's doing a great job. Doing a great job. Proud of that young lady. Well, ain't that young, but proud of that young lady. You understand me? Don't tell her I said that. But anyway, she's doing a great job. And she's going to make the show a lot better. And you know, I ain't got nothing bad to say about that. Just like bring her, look, whatever can help elevate me, I'm all for it. I can't reach the ceiling and someone's going to give me a stool or a ladder. I appreciate that because she's helping us become better. And so, hey, I welcome her aboard. She's new, but she's doing a great job. You guys got to check her out on Sundays. She's on every Sunday. But tomorrow, great interview coming up tomorrow. Listen, you guys have to check out the interview tomorrow. She's a wonderful, wonderful person. She's going to be on tomorrow. Nikki Lawson, she's a comedian, she's a local comedian. She's going to be on tomorrow. We're going to be on about 8 o'clock. I will be posting it tomorrow all day. Get you guys ready. And other than that, but you guys got something to say? I'm done for today, people. And I thank you for your support. The cigar has been real nice. We had a great conversation tonight. Hey, listen, I think we got a lot off our chest tonight, and we did a good job tonight. I'm proud of y'all. And like I said, anytime you want to come on the show, hit me up. Man, look, I'm solo. I'm Johnny Dolo tonight. I got room for 1, 2, 3. Hey, and counting me, we got 4 people here. You understand me? 4. So no matter what, normally I got 1, so we got 2 people. Hey, you want to go on the show and talk about anything? Talk about sports, talk about your favorite player, LeBron James, or listen, talk about your favorite player, Michael Jordan. You can either come on and hate on me. Just don't hate too hard because I'll kick you out. But with that being said, people, man, listen, I love you, man, and we're doing big things in 2025, and only with your support. Hit that like and subscribe. Go hit that damn link I put on Facebook. Hit that like and subscribe. Subscribe your ass to Ask Crow Flies podcast. And let's keep it going, man. 100. And I'm out of here. Like my dude Dover says, like last year, I'm gonna holler back at y'all, man. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, 8:30, got a guest. She's a local comedian. She's gonna do big things, and she's putting the city on the map. And you need to check her out. And she will be here tomorrow. And I love y'all. Thank you for your support. Peace. Oh, come on. God damn it. I need some kind of engineer. There we go. Of course, that's what they want. Man, I tell you.
I've seen a couple.
I do all this by myself.
You know, again, everyone.
Like I say, man, tune in tomorrow. She will be here tomorrow.
It may not, you know, some of it
8 o'clock.
It may not be true.
It'll be a great show.
You see it through, so you just speak it.
Great show. Great show. Great show tomorrow. Great show tomorrow. Nikki Lawson, I'm holla at you, girl. I'm out to rest y'all too. Peace. Thanks, Brother Mike. I appreciate you. Appreciate your support.